Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great matchup between two of our Shawnee Mission high schools, the Shawnee Mission North Indians and the Shawnee Mission West Vikings. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First from North.
I'm Tristan, and I'm a senior.
I'm Nick White, and I'm a senior.
I'm Jason, and I'm a senior.
I'm Steven, I'm a senior.
I'm Goldia, and I'm a junior.
And our competitors from Shawnee Mission West.
I'm Erin, and I'm a senior.
I'm Julia, and I'm a senior.
I'm Brittany, and I'm a senior.
I'm Austin, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Karthik, and I'm a junior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories in the first round, a question is asked of a team. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal, and we will alternate who gets the question. And we did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by Shawnee Mission North. So Shawnee Mission North, here we go with the first question. The category is U.S. history. What was the nickname for the refugees of the Dust Bowl who migrated to California in search of work? Tristan?
Okies.
Okie is correct. West, you have the next question. It's general knowledge. If a table is set correctly, which fork should one use with the first course requiring the use of a fork? Aaron?
The outside fork?
The outside fork. We will accept that. Shawnee Mission North, next question for you is literature. Poets is the category. Who was the first person buried in the part of Westminster Abbey known as Poets' Corner? Tristan?
Longfellow.
It is not Longfellow. Vikings, chance to steal this literature poets category. Who was the first person buried? Julia.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
It is Chaucer. Very good. Vikings, you get the next question. It is current events. What did President Obama do as a good luck ritual on Election Day? Brittany.
Play basketball.
Played basketball is correct. Indians, next question for you is science anatomy. Name the organ of the human body in which all the following structures are found. Mammillary body, hypoglossal nerve, optic chiasma, olfactory bulb. Tristan.
The brain.
It is the brain. Vikings, U.S. geography is your category. How many states border the Great Lakes? Austin?
4.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. geography category. How many states border the Great Lakes? Tristan?
6.
It is not 6, it is 8. 8. Indians, you do get the next category. It is fine arts opera. What famous opera tells of children of the foiling of a wicked witch by a pair of children? Nick?
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel, very good. Vikings, another general knowledge question for you. Most commissioned Army officers come from which program conducted on college campuses? Aaron?
ROTC.
ROTC is correct. Indians, science, astronomy is your category. On what body in the solar system would you observe jets of gaseous material known as spicules? Tristan?
The sun.
The sun. Very good. Shawnee Mission West, sports is the category. Of the major North American sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and soccer, which sport has the oldest Hall of Fame? Karthik?
Football.
It is not football. Indians, chance to steal this sports category. Of the major North American sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and soccer, which sport has the oldest Hall of Fame? Jason?
Baseball.
It is baseball. Shawnee Mission North, you get the next question, and it is a U.S. government law. A legal suspension of the carrying out of the death penalty is called what? Time on that one. Vikings, chance to steal this U.S. government law question. A legal suspension of carrying out the death penalty is called what? Karthik?
Subpoena.
It is not subpoena. It's a stay of execution. A stay of execution. Vikings, you get the next category. It is U.S. military. The Joint Chiefs of Staff is a group of how many military officers who are supposed to run our military? Brittany?
4.
It is not 4. North, chance to steal this U.S. military question. The Joint Chiefs of Staff is a group of how many military officers who are supposed to run our military? Tristan?
3.
Other way. It's 5. 5. You do get the next question, however, North, and it is theater. Tennessee Williams set the Glass Menagerie in this city where he grew up. Name the city. Time on that. Vikings, chance to steal this theater question. Tennessee Williams set the Glass Menagerie in this city where he grew up. Name the city. Karthik?
Chicago.
It is not Chicago. It is St. Louis. St. Louis. West, you do get the next question, however. It is math and measurement. There are 5,280 feet in 1 statute mile. How many feet are there in a furlong? Time on that. Indians, chance to steal this math measurement question. There are 5,280 feet in 1 statute mile. How many feet are there in a furlong? A furlong is 1/8 of a mile, so 660 feet. 660. Indians, you do get the next question. It is current events. Name the 2 states that voters approved measures for the recreational use of marijuana. Tristan?
Colorado and Oregon.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal.
Colorado and Washington.
Colorado and Washington is correct. Yeah. Warning has been issued to West. Make sure that you are not conversing during questions, please. Thank you. Vocabulary is your next question, though, Vikings, and it is, here we go. Identify this 9-letter word. It's an antidote produced naturally by the body to combat bacterial poisons. Karthik?
Antioxidant.
Cannot accept that. Sorry. Indians, chance to steal this vocabulary category. Identify this 9-letter word. It's an antidote produced naturally by the body to combat bacterial poisons. It's an antitoxin. Antitoxin is what we're looking for. North, you do get the next category. It's literature. Which city provides the setting for the novel The Maltese Falcon? Vikings, chance to steal this literature category. Which city provides the setting for the novel The Maltese Falcon? Julia?
San Francisco.
San Francisco is correct. West, the next question belongs to you. It is world geography. Formerly an Italian colony, 90% of it is covered by the Sahara. Name it. Karthik?
Albania.
It is not Albania. Indians, chance to steal this world geography question. Formerly an Italian colony, 90% of it is covered by the Sahara. Name it. Tristan?
Libya.
It is Libya. North, you do get the next question. It's economics, investments. A mutual fund which doesn't charge a fee when a person buys or sells can be described by what term? Tristan?
A security.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Shawnee Mission West, chance to steal this investments economics question. A mutual fund which doesn't charge a fee when a person buys or sells can be described by what term? Karthik?
Security bond.
Cannot accept that either. It's
Okay.
no load. No load is what we were looking for. West, you do get the next question. It's literary terms is the category. About 90% of all English poetry uses what foot and meter? Julia.
Iambic pentameter.
Iambic pentameter, very good. Indians, world language is your category. What specific language is spoken by most of the inhabitants of Macau? Tristan.
Cantonese.
Cantonese is exactly what we were looking for. Very good. Vikings, fine arts, painting is your category. In a painting by Rembrandt, two famous Greeks are featured. One of them is contemplating a bust of the other. Who are these two figures? Sorry, not in time. Indians, chance to steal this fine arts paintings category. In a painting by Rembrandt, two famous Greeks are featured. One of them is contemplating a bust of the other. Who are these two figures? Tristan?
Aristotle and Plato.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It's Aristotle and Homer. North, you do get the next question, however, and it is general knowledge. In which New York City area are the Abyssinian Baptist Church, Strikers Row, and the Apollo Theater? Tristan?
Harlem.
Harlem is correct. Shawnee Mission West, history, specifically Roman history is the category. All roads lead to Rome, the old maxim says. But what famous old road led from Rome to the port of Brindisi? Karthik?
Ottoman Road.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Indians, chance to steal this Roman history question. All roads lead to Rome. Tristan?
The Appian Way.
It is the Appian Way. Indians, you do get the next category. It is military history. For what landmark was the Battle of Shiloh named? Is it a river, a church, a town, or a monument? Tristan?
A town.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Shawnee Mission West, you have a chance to steal this military history question. For what landmark was the Battle of Shiloh named? A river, a church, a town, or a monument? Brittany?
A river?
It is not a river. It's actually a church. Vikings, U.S. government is your category for the next question. The U.S. Constitution set forth the number of representatives each state would have prior to the first census. Which state was given the greatest number of 10? Karthik?
New York.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Indians, chance to steal this question right before we go to halftime. U.S. government is the category. The U.S. Constitution set forth the number of representatives each state would have prior to the first census. Which state was given the greatest number of 10? Goldia?
Virginia.
It is Virginia. Very good. And with that correct answer, you've opened up a bit of a lead at halftime. Shawnee Mission North has a score of 10. Shawnee Mission West, 7. At this time in our program, we will go to a student from each school for a campus update. And first, we will go to Goldia from Shawnee Mission North. What is happening with the Indians?
Well, our Clubbin' for Carbo's pasta drive is going on for Johnson County Christmas Bureau. And our peanut butter campaign is also going on for NHS. And our winter sports have just started today.
Outstanding. So a lot of stuff going on right now. Outstanding. Shawnee Mission West, what is happening with you? I think, Karthik, you are giving us the update with the Vikings.
Yes. Last weekend we hosted a debate tournament, and next weekend we are going to football sub-state against Free State, and we are having auditions for a play, Guys and Dolls.
Outstanding. So we're kind of in that lull period between seasons, right? Okay, fantastic. All right, as we head into the second round, we're going to start off our lightning round with our look and listen questions. It's the premiere of the look and listen for the 2012-2013 season, in which the participants here in the studio are looking at a monitor to get the clue to answer the question. And this will start our lightning round, so when the question is posed and someone knows the answer, feel free to ring in. It is worth 2 points. So here is our look and listen question. Here we go. Within 2 years, what year is reviewed in this silent newsreel? Tristan.
1945.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Shawnee Mission West, you have a chance to guess at this look and listen question. Within 2 years, what year is reviewed in the silent newsreel? Aaron.
1952.
I'm sorry, that also is incorrect. 1949 was the year, so we were off just by a little bit on both accounts. As we head into the rest of the lightning round, the question will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So both teams, hands on buzzers. The first category is science anatomy. Which valve is found between the left atrium and the left ventricle? Tristan.
The aortic.
I cannot accept aortic. Vikings, chance to steal this science anatomy question. Which valve is found between the left atrium and the left ventricle? Time on that one. We're looking for the mitral valve. Mitral valve. U.S. geography is the category for both teams. Name either one of the two avenues in Washington, D.C. that are located on the north or south sides of the National Mall leading to the Capitol. Julia?
Pennsylvania Avenue.
I'm sorry, Pennsylvania is not one we were looking for. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Name either one of the two avenues in Washington, D.C. that are located on the north and south sides of the National Mall that lead to the Capitol. Stephen.
Lincoln.
I'm sorry, Lincoln is also incorrect. It's either Independence Avenue or Constitution Avenue are the two. Shakespeare for both teams. Who says to Juliet, "Oh, Romeo, Romeo, whoever would I have thought it Romeo"? Sorry, time on that. Juliet's nurse. Juliet's nurse said that. Spelling and vocabulary. Spell the 11-letter word beginning with C that means to support with evidence or confirm. Julia.
C-O-R-R-O-B-O-R-A-T-E.
Corroborate. Very good. That's spelled exactly right. Both teams, the next category is math. What kind of polynomial cannot be written as a product of two or more polynomials? It's a prime polynomial. Military history for both teams. What admiral sent 1,500 ships to Okinawa? It's Chester Nimitz. Chester Nimitz. World geography for both teams. Which of the following nations, so obviously we're multiple choice here, which of the following nations is considered one of the most urban in the world because of its lack of rural areas? Is it the Netherlands, Singapore, Bangladesh, Japan, or Belgium? Tristan.
Singapore.
Singapore is the one we were looking for. General knowledge for both teams. The ACLU is often in the news in connection with unpopular legal cases. For what do the initials AC, Aaron?
American Civil Liberties Union.
Very good, and that's what we were looking for. Science, chemistry for both teams. What's the standard chemical phrase for the heat required to raise one mole, big difference there, raise 1 mole of pure substance at its boiling point to be converted from liquid? Tristan?
Heat of vaporization.
That's exactly what we're looking for. Very good. Current events for both teams. Name the former director of the Central Intelligence Agency who tendered his resignation. Tristan?
David Petraeus.
David Petraeus is correct. U.S. history for both teams. In 1901, the United States and Great Britain signed the High-Ponte-Fote Treaty, which allowed the building of what? Brittany.
Is it the Panama Canal?
It is the Panama Canal. Economics for both teams. In stock market jargon, it means the reversal of the stock price trend, especially temporarily, after a sharp rise in trading sessions. What's the word? It's a correction. A correction. Fine arts, ballet for both teams. In what ballet by Tchaikovsky does Prince Siegfried fall in love with the metamorphosed Princess Odette? Tristan.
Swan Lake.
Swan Lake is correct. Math for both teams. Using a base 3, what is the logarithm of 81? Brittany.
3.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Math for you Indians, chance to steal. Using a base of 3, what is the logarithm of 81? Goldia?
27.
No, it is not 27. It is 4. It is 4. In other words, 3 to the 4th is 81. All right, both teams. World geography is the next category. After the Democratic Republic of the Congo, what is the largest sub-Saharan nation? Tristan.
South Africa.
I'm sorry, South Africa is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this world geography category. After the Democratic Republic of the Congo, what is the largest sub-Saharan nation? Karthik.
Sudan.
It's not Sudan, it's Angola. Angola. Both teams, sports and hunting is the category. Most states allow bow hunting for 2 types of animals. Name either. Aaron?
Deer.
Deer. The other one would be turkey. U.S. government taxes is the next category for both teams. In the U.S., there are 2 types of consumption tax. Name both. Jason?
Sales and excise.
Those are the 2. Very good. Science, biology for both teams. In humans and other animals, oxygen is breathed into the lungs where it reacts with a complex molecule to form what unstable compound? Julia.
Carbon dioxide.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Indians, chance to steal this science biology question. In humans and other animals, oxygen is breathed in the lungs where it reacts with this I misread that question. We're going to throw that out. I'm sorry, I misread the question. Reacts with what complex molecule? I think I mistakenly read that wrong. So we'll throw it out. All right, here we go. Next question for both teams. General knowledge. Food is the category. What is the most distinctive ingredient in pesto, responsible for its color and much of its taste? Aaron? Basil is correct. Fine arts, styles for both teams. 4 great stylistic periods appeared successfully in the art world beginning in 1400. I'll list them in alphabetical order. You give them back to me in chronological order. Here they are in alphabetical order. Baroque, Mannerism, Renaissance, Rococo. I need them in chronological, please. Tristan.
Baroque, Renaissance, Mannerism, Rococo.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Vikings, chance to steal this fine arts styles category. 4 great stylistic periods appeared successfully in the art world beginning in 1400. I'll list them in alphabetical order, and you give them back to me in chronological order. Baroque, Mannerism, Renaissance, Rococo. Brittany?
Baroque, Romance, Rococo, Mannerism.
Sorry, cannot accept that. It is Renaissance, Mannerism, Baroque, and then Rococo. Vocabulary for both teams. What word describes a much used expression that has lost its freshness and descriptive power? Julia.
Cliche.
Cliche is correct. And you've narrowed the gap a little bit. 15 for north, 13 for west. U.S. history, presidents. Who was serving as U.S. president at the time when Napoleon became dictator of France? Aaron.
Thomas Jefferson.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. history president's question. Who was serving as U.S. president at the time when Napoleon became dictator of France? Tristan.
John Adams.
It is John Adams. Literature for both teams. Which historical novel features the Duke of Buckingham, Louis VIII, and Cardinal Richelieu? Tristan.
The Three Musketeers.
It is the Three Musketeers. U.S. government for both teams. In the presidential oath, the word swear may be replaced by which word? Looking for affirm. Affirm. Science, botany for both teams. The Venus flytrap is well known for trapping and eating bugs. It has evolved to do this because the soil in which it generally grows is deficient in something which insects have plenty of. Tristan.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen is correct. General knowledge for both teams. To visit Daniel Boone's burial site, you would have to travel to which state capital? Brittany?
Nashville.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Indians, chance to steal this general knowledge question. To visit Daniel Boone's burial site, you would have to travel to which state capital? Tristan?
Frankfurt.
It is Frankfurt. World history for both teams. Guinness says the greatest number of people saved by one man from death were saved by what man in 1944 to 45? Golia?
Hitler? No,
Pardon me?
just kidding.
No? Sorry, cannot accept that. Shawnee Mission West, you have a chance to steal this world history question. Guinness says the greatest number of people saved by one man from death were saved by what man in 1944 to 45? Karthik?
Reagan.
It is not Reagan. It is Raoul Wallenberg. Raoul Wallenberg. That siren did denote the end of our game with the final score of Shawnee Mission North 19, Shawnee Mission West 13. Please join us again here on Categories as we will bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.